I grew up in Centerville, Ohio. It's a suburb of Dayton, Ohio. And by default, the family was involved in the Catholic Church. And so just by birth, I was involved in that religious belief. Though I didn't heartily believe in it, I just kind of went along with emotions.
Uh-huh.
I
What are some of the early things that you did in the church and stuff?
we were pretty much Christmas and Easter churchgoers.
Uh-huh.
We would go there just when we thought we were supposed to, and whenever else we feel like it. And I just remember a lot of show, looked like a show, the church service.
You enjoyed like Christmas Mass, that kind of thing?
I wouldn't say I enjoyed it. I was kind of just went there and sat through it.
Yeah.
And didn't really enjoy it.
Yeah. All right, yeah. And you went to public school, elementary school?
Yeah, just pretty normal school upbringing, public school. Knew a lot of the same people
Uh-huh.
all throughout school.
Yeah.
From about second grade up, had a lot of the same friends.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You make some good friends in school and stuff?
Yeah. Any had the same childhood as any other kid growing up in America.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people have different kinds of lives.
Sure, everybody does, but I would say mine would be somewhat on par with the average kid.
Yeah. What kind of religious experience did you have growing up? Or spiritual? Or
Well, parents and I, we just, like I said, kind of went through the motions. Catholic Church. I think I went to a couple Sunday schools.
Mm-hmm.
And read a little bit of the Bible. I remember reading out of Genesis. In high school, I was involved in this kind of activity style group that met on Mondays, and we would do different activities and do some singing and read out of the Bible. It was more of like a club.
Oh, is that fun?
Than a religious. I liked, coming together and being with friends and stuff, but I didn't really find any deep spiritual meaning to it.
Uh-huh.
So.
Did you find deeper meaning in other parts of your life?
No, not really. What do you mean by deeper meaning?
You mentioned deeper, like wasn't a
Oh.
deeper experience. I was wondering if you got that somewhere else.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Keep going.
Yeah. Did that in high school. Just kind of something I did because my other friends would do the same thing.
Uh-huh.
So we would go to that and just something to do.
Uh-huh.
It really wasn't. I don't know. I would say a deeply religious thing. We weren't exactly devoted to it. We were just kind of, hey, let's go here, type thing.
This is a community that had a lot of Catholics, or did you get to know other kinds of Christians or non-Christians?
Later, about 7 years ago, I started branching out a little more and starting to get to know people of other parts of the so-called Christian faith, like Seventh-day Adventist, and I would kind of see what was out there a little more, explore the churches,
Uh-huh.
try to see what other people believed,
Uh-huh.
and what kind of things happened that were different outside of the Catholic Church that I was only familiar with.
So you would go and visit other churches?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Sure. I went to Seventh-day Adventist Church, and they do seminars. They do more like some seminars on the Book of Revelation.
Oh.
And they were just going through that and talking about their exposition of it. That's what I remember of those. As opposed to the Catholic Church, which is kind of more of a ritual, repetitive ritual.
Hmm.
And thought that was kind of interesting at the time.
So you would just contact them and go visit them?
Well, I had some kids I knew in high school. They ended up getting involved in that, and they would invite me.
How did it feel?
It was, I guess, informative. I learned some things.
Huh.
They weren't completely scripturally wrong, but I didn't feel that was the real church. I didn't feel like they had everything right, and I was more just there as a survey.
Uh-huh.
I didn't feel that was the real church, the true church.
You remember thinking that at the time?
Yeah.
And were you looking for the true church? True church?
Yeah, at that time I was.
How come?
Because I actually started reading the Bible, and I saw that there were actually markers of a true church, and just because everyone goes to one like the Catholic Church or any other denomination doesn't mean that they're necessarily the true church of the Bible.
You started reading on your own?
Mm-hmm.
And you came across this somehow?
Mm-hmm.
What Bible were you reading?
I think the KJV at the time. Yeah. Started reading the KJV, and I mean, my previous knowledge of the Bible was just what I was told, just what I saw. So when you actually start investigating something, you get different results.
So why were you reading the Bible at that? This was in high school?
Well, the real answer is this was after high school.
Go ahead.
Went out about 5-7 years ago. The real answer was...
Were you at college at that point?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get it straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was
So you knew some high school kids that you went to Seventh-day Adventist while you were in college?
Right.
I see.
Yeah, just knew them from high school. We grew up together, so...
And at the same time, while you were at Wright State, you said, right?
Right.
At the same time, you started to read the Bible on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. And I saw certain things didn't match up that I was so used to. They were in the Bible. So that's when I would say I began searching and seeking at that point.
Okay.
Mainly of moral discipline among churches. I didn't see any discipline being had.
But you didn't grow up that so connected to God, it sounds like.
No, I wouldn't say so.
But you, for some reason, you started looking for a church.
Right. Well, once I started reading the Bible, that's when I would say I became interested in the Word of God and the things of God.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of religious scene was there around you at college? What kind of groups were active and stuff?
Yeah, there was some student groups. We get together and go on trips and stuff like that, and maybe do a little reading out of the Bible, and and talk about their life stories and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Religious groups that were college organized by the college.
Was there like a crew?
A crew? You mean like a
Campus Crusade for Christ?
Yeah, I think there was something like that. I wasn't part of that, but I do remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.